Good morning, everybody. It is the morning after the Mad Blogging Awards, and I am up feeding a baby. They always choose the best times, don't they? So, since sharing the girls' first names on the blog, I've had loads of comments asking to know their middle names as well. And coincidentally, it's one of the channel mum topics for this month, baby names and how we named our children. So I thought it might be fun to combine the two and reveal the girls' full names and why we chose them. So the terrible twosome are Embla, Felicity, Minerva, and Olympia, Leto, Beatrix. Embla was the first woman in Norse mythology. I liked that the name had a long and traditional history of use, but that it's very rarely heard in the UK. I like that there are only 2 syllables and it's easy to pronounce and to spell. And for the most part, people who haven't heard of it before seem to be able to grasp it fairly quickly and easily. I didn't like that it sounds so close to my name, Amber, but Kirsty and I discussed that and we agreed that we could probably overlook it and that it would very soon start to feel like her name, which it did. And then we chose Felicity because of the meaning, great joy and good fortune. And she did bring us great joy, and we feel tremendously fortunate to have such a lovely, lovely little girl. And then her final middle name is Minerva, which wasn't chosen for the Harry Potter Association, but in fact for the Latin goddess of wisdom. And then Olympia is Olympia Leto Beatrix. Olympia's been one of my favourite names for a long, long time, and I campaigned fiercely for its use throughout the pregnancy, but Kirsty didn't like it enough to use it until I pointed out that she could nickname it to Polly, which she adores, and I'm quite fond of as well, of course. I actually love Olympia because it reminds me of the horse show. One of my favourite memories as a little girl was going to the Olympia horse show every winter. It wasn't Christmas until we'd seen the show. And one of my hopes for the girls is that they'll become at least semi-interested riders. So Olympia it is. Leto I chose for the Greek myth. Leto in the myth was knocked up with twins by Zeus before he was with Hera, and then Hera was so fecked off by the whole thing when they eventually got together that she banished Leto and made it so that she couldn't give birth on dry land, which is obviously a problem. I think Leto may have gone more overdue than I did. Anyway, eventually she found a floating island and delivered there. And in some variants of the myth, her labour was so protracted that her first twin, Artemis, actually helped to deliver the second. So I thought that was quite a nice nod to a fellow twin mum. And I'd always said after the first twins were born that if I had another set of twins and one of them was a girl, she would be named after Leto. So it was so. And then Beatrix is for my grandmother, who was June Beatrice. Although I do also love the meaning, which is Blessed Voyager. And she actually looks a little bit like my nan, so it's quite fun to have her name in Polly's name. So they are Olympia and Embla, Polly and Am, Beetle and Pig. Because Polly lays on her back and sort of beetles her arms around, and Embla is the snottiest, snuffliest little person, so she's nicknamed Pig. I'm hoping they'll grow out of them. I think they probably will. So those are girls' full names. I'd love to hear what you think of them. I'd love to hear also what you named your children. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more family updates. The next one is going to be the long overdue 1-month update for the girls. And pop over to Channel Mum to hear what my fellow Channel Mum vloggers named their children and why. Thanks for watching. Bye!